Almost every man asks the same question after betrayal. What will happen to her? What will life give to the woman who once looked into your eyes and lied? You might think she walks away untouched, that the steps into a new life full of excitement and freedom. But the truth is, life keeps its own ledger. And for every choice, there is a price. Today, I will tell you in brutal honesty what awaits the unfaithful woman. Not from fairy tales, not from romantic fantasies, but from reality itself. My purpose here is to pull men out of the black hole they fall into after betrayal, divorce, and heartbreak. To lift them from that crushing pit of emotions. To restore them to a state where they walk again with their head high. You just need right knowledge about women, relationships, and life. Because the world is drowning in lies about relationship psychology. And too many so-called experts are filling men's ears with poison. I strip away that poison and speak about reality, the raw, unvarnished truth. Now, I have said this before, but let me repeat. Cheating is not just a dirty act. It is a deliberate chain of actions. Too many men imagine it's only about a physical scene in a bed somewhere. But in reality, before she ever gets there, she's already let another man into her mind. She's already searched for him or made herself available to be found. She's engaged in conversations, shown interest, built attraction. This does not happen by accident. It's not, I was a perfect wife at noon, and by 3 p.m. I decided to cheat. No. It's step after step after step. Each one further away from you. Each one hidden in secrecy. Many men think betrayal always looks the same. She cheats, she cries, she begs forgiveness on her knees. But there is another, far more common scenario, and this one is the killer. Long before she leaves you, she finds him. She smiles in your face, sleeps in your bed, says I love you, with building a bridge to another man. Then one day she packs her bags, and only afterward do you discover the truth that she's been there for months, maybe years. It is betrayal in its purest form. But here is where men destroy themselves. In the shock of losing her, they cling tighter, they chase, they try to prove they are worth keeping. And she, instead of owning her choice feeds him the script. If you had given me more attention, if you had been more romantic, if you had listened to me, the man, drowning in guilt, starts believing it was all his fault. That's the hook. That's the trap. Understand me. You may have made mistakes. We all do. But nothing you did justifies this kind of betrayal. This is not about a fight you had or a bad month in your marriage. This is about character. She showed you her true nature. She revealed the core of who she is. And once that mask falls, there is no going back. This is not a video game. There is no restart. It happened. And that means it was meant to happen, so you could finally see the truth. Some of you are in pain right now, feeling like a man who's been left in a locked room with no windows, no door, and no idea what's outside. This pain is the pain of being abandoned, and an abandoned man suffers differently than a man who walks away. It crushes his chest, burns in his veins, and threatens to tear him apart. But here is the turning point. Do not run after her. Do not validate her choice by agreeing with her story. Do not nod your head and say, "Yes, you are right, I was the problem." Let her go. Because out there in the world she thinks is waiting for her, reality is sharper than she imagines. That new life she is fantasizing about, it is 30% fantasy and 70% hard truth she hasn't met yet. New men will not treat her as the price she believes she is. Most will just use her, especially if she carries baggage, children from your marriage, emotional scars she hides behind lipstick and smiles. And when disappointment comes, when the fairy tale collapses into reality, she will remember you, not because she loves you, but because life will force the comparison. But by then, you must be gone, healed, untouchable. If she learns the lesson, fine. If she doesn't, she will repeat the same pattern over and over. Because betrayal, once chosen, becomes a habit for the weak. So, let me answer the question directly. What awaits the unfaithful woman? Nothing good. Either she faces her reflection, admits the truth, and changes, which is very, very close to impossible. Or she will live in cycles of shadow excitement and deep disappointment. and you will rise from this stronger, wiser, and untouchable by the kind of person who would ever do this to you again. Let her go. Let the world show her the truth that she once hid from you. Your job is not to watch, not to wait, and not to wish her pain. Your job is to rise so high that her shadow cannot reach you, because what awaits her is hers alone, and what awaits you, if you chose strength over chasing, is freedom, clarity, and a life where betrayal never touches you again. If you need guidance, if you need strength, if you need the truth, reach out. And if you want to walk this path with other men who refuse to stay broken, join my Telegram channel. Let's rise together.